let me ask you a question. Is there anybody here ever steal? Do you know somebody who ever steal? Maybe. Would you consider him as a thief or as an artist? Thief. Most likely. By most, a thief with art. But when Steve Jobs defended himself against the case of stealing graphical user interface from Xerox in the age of 1980s, he said, "Good artists copy. Great artists steal."
What?
It's a quote from Picasso. But it's the same Steve Jobs who vowed that I am going to spend all Apple's money. Think about it, how much he does. And my dying breath, that is true, to destroy Android, which unfortunately doesn't happen. Because Android steals the idea from iPhone. Now, you may be wondering, is Steve Jobs a hypocrite? Or is he a truly great artist? To answer that question, let's put aside the Xerox case and think about what happened 2 days ago when Apple released its new iPad. Or even 2 years ago when Apple released the first iPad. Do you think Microsoft will accuse Apple stealing its tablet PC idea? You might get confused. What most people know is designing the Windows 8 with a unified interface between tablet and PC to fight back. But what you may not know is that Microsoft has its tablet PC product for a long time. I still remember back to the year of 2004 when I was still a freshman in college back to China. Microsoft came to our campus and advertised about its mobile operating system. But 6 years later, most people don't know that product existence before they die. And that's the same reaction against iPad in the year of 2010. You may still go to those forums. Those comments are still there. People are saying, how could you imagine a device without USB port, without replaceable battery, without multitasking, even able to succeed? No. It's going to miserably fail. But now, 2 years later, shame on them. We are saying 1/3 of the population in America own a tablet. And 65% of them is iPad. Now, what is driving behind this? You may see Apple fans, but I want to see it's the great artist. A great artist hardly means someone who steals from the popular product, whose resource is known to the public. A great artist is someone who rummaged through a great pile of junk, where it's filled with forgotten, lost, and bypassed ideas, and try to find the lost jewel, and infuse with their own thought, belief, and philosophy, and to take on things to a completely new criteria and creation, or even new consciousness. That's what's happening now in the post-PC era, where the shipment of mobile devices is about to surpass the volume of conventional PC. And that's what happened 30 years ago in the pre-PC era, where most people believe they do not need a PC. When Xerox, their researchers, pitching about their ideas about mouse and graphical user interface, and they try to pass around this prototype around the ballrooms. But it was really like someone dumped a dead mouse, a dead rat on the ball table. Here really comes the genius of great artists. Steve Jobs convinced Xerox to show him the graphical user interface and incorporate that into Macintosh. And that's the product defined the era of PC. If you're still not with me, then think about the relationship between MP3 and iPod, the BlackBerry and your iPhone. You can't accuse Steve Jobs of stealing other people's ideas, but he is stealing in a great artist way by infusing his own philosophy, which is closed ecosystem, simplicity, and perfect. For him, this is not a silicon product that simply converts electrons and magnetic impulses into shapes, figures, and sound. For him, a great artist, this is a silicon art that completely creates a new consciousness and rewrite human thoughts. For him, life is short, but he renamed his own life. He shaped it, and he made his name upon it. So, it's never a shame to steal. But when you're stealing, remember to do that in a great artist way, by infusing your own thought, your own philosophy, and don't forget to put your name upon it. Thank you.